Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to show you how to create a calendar using the sequence function, weekday, date value and conditional formatting. So on the screen I've got the finished article with the functions that I'm using sitting next to it. So basically what happens is if I select a month from here, the calendar will fill that month in and blank off in green the blank days, so you can see how it's fitting there. And if I select another month like August, for example, you can see how that fits. So I want to recreate this from scratch on the second sheet. So if I go into this second sheet, the first thing I'm going to do is create a data validation list for the month. So in cell H4, go into data and then validation, and then I'm going to create a list. Now you can type the list. I'll just show you this. So type, comma, type, comma. That is quite a long-winded way of doing it. Or for this example, I'm just going to type a list over here. Just get the months coming down to December. And then I can refer to that. It's up to you which way you do it. But data validation, so it's going to be a list. The list is that list there. So I'll highlight that list. Bring that back in. Click OK. And then I've got a little drop down there, put January in there, and then the year I'll put 24 there. That's going to be the year, but you could also do data validation there for that. Now days of the week, just going to pull that across, so Monday to Sunday, to give myself a little calendar. And then I want the sequence function to give me some information here. Now this is the function that I'm going to type out, but I have to name a cell date first, so this bit needs to be done first. Now I've got it called date on the other sheet. This is going to have to be called dates with an S. So to do that, I'm clicking in there, going up the top there, typing dates, pressing enter on the keyboard. That's how you name a cell. So in there, I want to use this function, the date value function, which is going to be the first of what's in H4, which is Jan, and what's in I4, which is 24. So I'll just type that out in there, and then that's going to be called dates equals date value. Press your tab key to get the bracket. So I need to put a 1 in quotes first off, and then an and sign, and then I can click on that cell actually, and then another and sign. So that's just to join it together. So it's just going to be one complete number, and then if I tick that, it gives you a number, which is I can change that to a date. It'll be basically the first of a date. But I don't actually want to see that, so I'm going Control 1 and going to custom. So Control 1 gets into format cells. I'm just going to give myself 3 semicolons, which just hides the information that's in the cell. But there's the formula. What we have to do now is put the sequence function in here, and this is what I'm going to type, except I'm going to use dates instead of date, because that's what I've called that cell, A1 is called dates. But here we go, equals sequence, pressing tab once that pops up. So I want 6 rows, 7 columns, and the start is going to be dates with an S, and then I need to minus the weekday function, which is basically the day of the week. So weekday returns a number. For example, a number 2 would be for Monday. So I need to put dates in here again, comma, and there's a list of options I want. So I'm going for 2, and then closing the bracket on that. Then I need to do +1 because that'll put 0, 0 in there. So I'll just put +1. And then comma, I'm on the last part of the sequence function. As you can see there, what do you want it to step by? I want it to step by 1. And then if I close the bracket on that and click the tick, that should drop it in. Okay, it's dropped it in as number. I'll just format this to how I want it. So Control 1 to get that up, and then custom, and I want this to be D. Just D. I think that works. If I click OK to that, comes up with the numbers like that. So obviously I'm on August there. If I select Jan, it's coming up with the 1st, but it's got all these extra dates. There's the 31st. I just want this to colour up, or not colour up, should I say, hide this extra stuff. So to do that, I'm doing this conditional formatting, and again I need an S on that. So if I highlight all of this, go to Home, Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules down the bottom, and then New Rule, and it's the formula option that I need to do, that one. What I need to type in here is equals month, open bracket, and then dates, the named cell dates, close the bracket. So dates is this cell up here, is not equal to month, open the bracket on that, H6, which is that cell there, $, but I don't want the $, so I need to press F4 3 times, 1, 2, 3, close the bracket. What I now need to do is apply the format that I want. So I'm going format, I'll go for green, but I want the font color to be green as well, so I can't see it. So I need to select the same green color. See what that looks like. Okay, clicking OK to that, apply that, and then OK. So that's working. If I change the month, drop the arrow down, pick a different month. Okay, that's still on the 1st, so let's see if that works for a month that doesn't start on a Monday. There we go. August starts on a Thursday. So it's colouring that up green, and it's colouring up the rest of it green as well. So this is working now. We're going to October. Everything's okay. So that's all I want to do in this little video. Show you how you can create a calendar using the sequence function, incorporating the weekday function and a named cell. How you can do conditional formatting with the month function, and how you can use the date value function to sort of join together cells. So hopefully that video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.